I've seen. I can't remember who posted it, but someone posted maybe I think about a week ago about that lens protocol, the one that's come out of Aave. Does anyone know much about that? I know right now. I think you have to have like a sign up list.
That was actually Andy GG, the new governance ambassador that we just onboarded.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we gave him. And he actually asked, permission from all of us. He tried to get consensus whether he could run with it, and we all gave him the sign off. So he's gonna run with the Hedges official on Lens, and it's just gonna kind of like mirror Hedges officials on Twitter, and then whatever else he wants to do. I don't know. We can ask him. Is he in here?
Well, just to catch up quick, Lens is the social media platform on Aave?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their new social media platform that's like completely decentralized. Everything's like an NFT. Andy, tell us more. I don't know much.
We'll give him some time. I think it might be push to talk as usual. Oh, there we are.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Andy.
Hi. How are you?
Not bad yourself.
Been in a great meeting.
I hear. That's good to hear. We were just saying about the lens protocol.
Very tough Peru.
Yeah, do you want to tell us a bit about the lens protocol and kind of what that is and why we're kind of looking into that?
Okay, Lens protocol is a protocol made by the Aave team, and they kind of took all the social primitives, which are like all the social media has profiles, has the follow feature, has the retweet feature. And they take all these features and they transform them into NFTs, and they link them in a way, and they create like the Lens protocol.
Right.
And you, on top of Lens, you can build like the copycat of Twitter using those primitives, those NFTs. So you finally end with like social media, but each interaction you do with Lenster, for example, that is Twitter on Lens protocol, is a transaction on Polygon, on Matic, and the cool thing is that you, as a content creator, for example, you own all your content, and when you enable money in this social media platform, you can make great things. And one of the features I like very much is the collect feature. You can, for example, imagine Elon Musk has a profile in Lenster, which is, I repeat, is like Twitter on Lens protocol. And Elon Musk published a tweet like, I just arrived to Mars, for example. That tweet, Elon Musk can set like, I want this tweet only can be collected by 5 collectors. Each collector is gonna pay like 100 Matic, and they can only collect these things for 5 days since the publish is made. Since this tweet, and they can collect your post as an NFT, and he can also like share the revenue of that of that collection between all his followers, or all the people who retweeted that post. The possibilities are endless, and I'm really excited with this thing.
Awesome. Likewise. I tried to go on it yesterday, but do you need to be on a waiting list?
Yeah, you have to have signed like a letter they post a letter like 1 month ago or so. Don't tell anybody. I didn't sign it, but then they gave access to two communities of NFTs.
Right.
Lobster DAO and Developer DAO. And just 1 hour after they announced that they are going to give access to these two NFT communities, I bought one NFT and I started crying on Discord and blah blah blah. And they took another snapshot and they include me in the next snapshot.
Nice.
And I could cry.
True.
Now they included another NFT project which is called, don't know, Boys something. And it would be nice if they can include the hedges. It would be a nice collaboration with the other team if they can give access to all Hedgie Huddle. It would be nice.
Sweet. That's really exciting.
I just got a quick question. Andre, how did I just call you? Just you said the boys gained access to.
No. It's like boy something. I don't know how the this NFT project is called, but it's called Boys something else. I don't know what.
Boys
like
good
boys or something like that. It's an NFT that gained access yesterday, I think, or today, with the protocol.
I'm up on the list. I'll check.
Yeah, true degens. I think that is really exciting. Looking forward to seeing that happen. I think like one.
I need a community there, sir. I made the Hedgie communities there, I think, yesterday.
Great.
And I mirror like the first post of the Hedgies with the video, nice video, and 2 more posts there.
On the Lens protocol.
On Lens protocol, yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. Is that like public viewing yet, or is it still you can only see it if you've got the bit?
It's public. But you can only follow people. You can collect, but I think that you can only follow.
Perfect.
But you don't have your Lens handle.
Sure.
I'm AndyGG.lens if you wanna check it out.
Bro, share that in the Discord. We'll check it out. Cool. I guess one thing that is really exciting is the DYDX info page that Ali Card and co have been working on. I think hopefully that will become a real staple in the ecosystem and on the DYDX, embedded in DYDX's page eventually. I think as we keep building onto that, I'm sure like there's going to be a significant amount of governance, posts, docs, contributions in there as well as analytics. So really excited to see where that goes. If anyone wants to check that out, I just posted it in the I think Hedgie's general channel. I encourage everyone to work their way through it. I think it's an awesome doc that's only just come out and it's going to be added to over time, and really excited to see that go places. I don't know if you want to speak on that, any of the ambassadors. Up to you.
Yeah, I'll speak on it. Probably not a bad idea. So we will be putting up, I think, a couple of videos explaining how the documentation works in the future. So it's a little bit easier for people to understand. But in short, the TLDR is there's a lot of different content in DYDX. There's a lot of resources, and for a while they have always been scattered all over the place. So this is an attempt to aggregate those resources and present them in a way in which you can find the resources that match whatever skill level you're at in your learning experience. If you're just getting started with DYDX, you don't know much, then there's a lot of beginner information in there. If you're more intermediate and want to get more involved with governance and and maybe the ambassador program and stuff like that. There's also information there. Or if you're looking to, go into the GitHub and mess with the APIs and start coding stuff around with DYDX, that there's also information on that there. There's also a couple more info pages that you can find if from the Academy. You'll be able to reach any of the DYDX documentation we make, and any other info pages. For example, there's one about the hedgies in there that you can find a link for, and one about the POAPs and all the POAPs that have been claimed. So the idea is, from the Academy, you'll be able to branch out and find anything to do with DYDX. Anything from the ambassador programs to the grants program to the foundation to Trading Inc. to hedgies to anything we do moving forward. Try to include it in there, and as well as any content that gets created by the different boroughs and the different ambassadors. Even if it's in different pages, it'll all be hyperlink in this documentation set at some point.
Super excited about that. Really good work. Cool. MX, Lememe, NT, Andy as well. Is there anything you want to touch on, recent proposals or anything like that people can check out?
Sure, yeah, we just did a proposal that was released yesterday about holding the grants be accountable and asking for some transparency. So yeah, I encourage everyone to go see that. I'll drop the link in the Hedgie's General channel.
Nice, thank you. Cool, and yeah, encourage everyone to check out those governance forums. I know it's going to be more active over the next few months, and hopefully give people a better understanding of how to go forward with that.
Yeah, and just adding one more thing, Berkeley has made a post about adding C DYDX incentives on Compound. So, but there's a post on that that'll explain everything, and it's pretty new if you're interested.
Cool, great. Everyone, encourage you to check that out. Additionally, I know the Bounty board is being live this week, and I know it was opened up yesterday, and there are some updates on there in the Bounty channel.
I'd love to talk about that.
Yeah,
so we've posted 4 bounties, and 2 of them are claimed. They're not. I opened them up to the public because I don't want to discourage people yet, as it's all new. So I opened it up to multiple submissions, but I am in contact with the people who are starting some of them. And but I just wanted to talk about an idea I had, because currently, just so it's clear to everybody, bounties are unpaid. We do plan for them to be paid, but there's a bigger picture here with we kind of want to create Discord roles within the bounty program, where here's a quick example, is if we're doing a Commonwealth weekly update, so which is low-hanging fruit, right? But if we can pull people in who are good at writing, and then we can have 2 or 3 people in this group of writing, we can lock this bounty to the specific Discord role. So only people within that role can view it. And then we can start having increasingly higher value tasks and ensure quality of work. And I think the main thing here is we can ensure quality and also make the work more complex. Another side benefit that comes with it, in my opinion, is it's almost like an ambassador growth strategy, where you can identify talent already within your community and bridge a gap there between the community and ambassadors. But that's kind of the idea I've been starting to work on, and I'm trying to pull in people who are applying and kind of get some group skill sets going here. Yeah, that's about it for that. But there's some action already, and they're unpaid, so it's really good to see.
One thing I want to add about the bounty board, thanks NFT Inc. You can assign points for tasks given. So let's say an easy task, you can arbitrarily say, I don't know, I want to give out 50 points to someone who completes this task. And if there's something like video creation, maybe that's going to be worth 250 points. Just throwing numbers out there. What this does is you can actually see a leaderboard over time of people that have gone in, that have completed tasks, and that have accumulated these points. So that's also a potentially very good place to to see who the best contributors in the ecosystem are, and then reward those people or give those people harder tasks accordingly in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Marash. I saw that function, but the one thing is troubling, right? Is it's the startup of how to I guess mitigate bad actors at the start of it.
Yeah, definitely. I think like over time it will be easier, and coming up with sort of like subsections of contributors who have done X number, and then giving them a role on Discord, and then making those roles those more potential complex tasks or higher level tasks, I guess, just allocated to that specific group on Discord. There's definitely something we can explore, and if there's, I guess, certain subsets of groups that you thinking about adding for names on Discord with roles, let me know, and then we can look at definitely adding those in.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, James.
Yeah, and I think what we'll do is for hopefully when the next round of grants come into play, something that the DYDX Foundation has applied for the ambassadors is to have a certain subsection of funding that they can utilize for these bounties. It might be something, along the lines of, I don't know, like $3,000 to $4,000 of DYDX per month that we utilize for the bounty board across all boroughs, and that would then come obviously outside of the funding. Until that happens, if ambassadors say get 25% of the funding at the start of season 1, i.e. over the next week, let's say, then that is something that ambassadors can utilize. But I think, like, just to make it easier, when we put sort of like one payout address, so we don't have to keep chopping and changing, and it wouldn't get confusing your end, is just coming out, say, of the DYDX Foundation in that sense, but you guys having control and ownership of that.
Okay, yeah, and then, actually I'll message you. I just one other thing I want to touch on, but not right now.
Sure. Cool. I think one other thing maybe to say is, like, we have got another governance. We've potentially got another governance ambassador. That is Andy GG, who is in here today, which is awesome. Really excited about Andy coming on board. And we've also got one other confirmed ambassador who is involved with the Risk Borough with Oxy-chan, which is Jacob. And again, I'll put an announcement about that today. Super excited to have him on board, who will really be a good value add to that borough, in addition to Andy to the governance borough. So super excited as we continue to level up. Again, for those who want to apply, please reach out to anyone in the DMs or on Discord about this. So yeah, really excited there. Yeah, I mean, on the Hedgie front, I guess there's nothing really new our end. I know that there was Hedgie sort of information and templates that were designed by ModY and ModX, which was great, and I know the community and ambassadors are utilising those. In terms of like roadmap for Hedgies, really, as usual, kind of nothing on the real horizon yet. One thing that is, I think, going to be really important is sort of like having a Hedgie as like a mascot for DYDX specifically. Right now, I think it's known to have NFTs, but no real, let's say, like standout mascot per se. I know there's been some awesome work by the team who produced the NFTs and sort of like the 3D modeling of it, but something that I think should be really a staple going forward is like having some form of mascot in a sense. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I completely agree on that, James. That's something the Media Bureau is focused on, is establishing the presence of Hedgies in all forms of communication. As the mascot, as you said, think of Hedgies as the Geico of the NFT world, or of the decentralized exchange platform world. One thing that's exciting, I know I keep saying it's coming, but there is work being done on the animated Hedgie videos. So it'll be very exciting once we can actually release those to the community. I think that's going to be a good starting point for having real content with Hedgies as the mascot, bringing educational content that can be shared for all sorts of learners. Right, this is content that's going to be tailored to crypto or non-crypto natives. So really understandable for anyone.
Brilliant. Yeah, really looking forward to that. And I know, you produce some really great work so far, so really excited to see what comes of that. And I know you're working closely with Alexios and James, and I think even some of the content that's come out already is super exciting, and really exciting to see that impact of the Hedgies will have on the brand more broadly. I think it is one thing where, as I guess we need to treat this as I think it's very much like Web 2, but treating ourselves as a media company as well as sort of a trading platform, and really sort of embedding that ethos and creating quality media content, and sort of creating that funnel around content production of everything that's going on for DYDX, and coming up with ways that we can streamline that process is a tough task, but really excited to see the impact that you guys will make.
Yeah, thank you. Can't wait to share everything with the community. We'll be slowly releasing things as they come to life.
Awesome. So the POAP number 10 has gone. Congrats to everyone who has signed up that form, and we'll get that awesome looking POAP. Diamond hair and thighs look pretty cool. Thanks MX for producing that. That looks awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything else we want to touch on for the last couple of minutes? I think if anything else, if anyone's got any ideas for the Hedgies, of implementation, etc., then do share them. I mean, they're like we said, they are your IP, and in terms of the direction of this, reach out to the media bureau, etc. And especially if we're now thinking about trying to put something on the Lens protocol as well, maybe reach out to Andy, and see how you guys can collab there. And nothing else from me, I don't think, today. But if anyone's got any questions or wants to ask me anything specifically, then feel free to DM. Additionally, any of the ambassadors, I guess, feel free to DM them as well. Sweet. All right, well, we'll call that a day, and we'll catch up next week.